Access granted.
Hi everybody, it's Conundrum back again with another reaction video for you guys. This time we're reacting to another Citizens. The Citizens I will be reacting to is for Gone in 60 Seconds. Again, this is Gone in 60 Seconds. Now, that's what we came out way back in 2000. This starred Nicolas Cage. Basically, he's a car thief. He's basically trying to steal 50 cars for his brother because his brother's got into deep trouble. So it was a pretty good movie when it came out in 2000. I'm going to react to the Citizens in a second. But you guys know what you need to do first. Please like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification bell for next my new videos. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification bell for next my new videos. Let's go ahead and react to this video. Let's see all the Citizens they found in this particular video. Here we go. Everything wrong with Gone in 60 Seconds in 16 minutes or less.
Don't think you can get cute and Disneyfy your logos and avoid a logo sin, motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, these opening credits are so visually jarring, I've already gotten whiplash, and we haven't even gotten into a car yet. The time-tested pan-over photos and home knickknacks as a way to cheat at character development trick, which is kind of weird, since I don't think we need to give too many about the characters in an action movie about stealing a lot of cars in a short amount of time. Look, I know this was before Photoshop got really good, but did the director really think this was the best effort at planting Nick Cage's face on this mechanic's body? The only thing worse than having to sit through these interminable opening credits is that it's underscored by a Moby song.
Hold on, I know you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
Character in a scene speaks for the viewing audience. To steal a dealership Porsche, he throws a brick at a door. Then he walks in and ultimately drives out a huge window, potentially damaging the car, when he could have smashed the huge window with the brick in the first place.
It's like a little boy's nursery school I've come upon here.
Description of the writer's room becomes a line of dialogue.
Oh my God, sweetie, you're so talented.
So between the stupidly dangerous theft and disregard for his partners and this pervy catcall, are we to believe that Kip is on drugs or just an asshole?
Probably just an
So
asshole.
much macho aggro bull in the beginning of this movie that I may as well be watching a Limp Bizkit video.
Something wrong, Tumblr?
Well, obviously, there's no porn anymore.
Should go 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds.
That's not slow, but it's not a speed to brag about. Christ, talk to me when you're in the 3-second range.
Suspect last seen entering south side of warehouse.
If they're this f***ing far behind him, how the hell would they know exactly where Kip went?
13 down, 37 to go.
Hey kids, counting is fun! What the f***? This is currently, at best, a reckless driving charge, and at worst, they realize that he stole the Porsche. But this is f***ing LA, man. They're seriously gonna send a Blues Brothersian level of cops to respond to a simple Grand Theft Auto? Aren't there much more serious crimes happening right now?
You would think.
Detective walks into a crime scene and nonchalantly asks, "What do we got?" to no one in particular in a movie cliche.
Let's impound these cars for 1 month. I'll give a damn they belong to Tom Cruise.
Wait, Tom Cruise exists in this universe, but Nicolas Cage, the actor, doesn't? What kind of bull world is this that didn't experience honeymoon in Vegas? Holy mother of laser vision, Batman. Go-karts. And yes, go-karts is a sin on its own. That's because when I was 11, I went go-karting and Bobby W. had a car that was faster than everyone else's. And he wrecked me into the tire pile on purpose, and that was not fair.
Tell me about Kip.
Well, according to Wikipedia, it's a U.S. customary unit of force that equals 1,000 pounds force, used primarily by American architects and engineers to measure engineering loads. Oh wait, it also says here that it's a f***ed up underachieving brother that has no regard for the ramifications of his actions on others.
He's jammed up. He's jammed up bad.
Now he's jammed up bad. Man, if Will Patton were shilling any harder for Pepsi, his hair would catch on fire.
He's bad. He's real bad.
Does this f***er repeat everything he says? Is he yeah from the Sandlot?
Pretty much.
Kalitri is the one who's after my brother.
Like stains on a mattress.
What? There can't possibly be a saying about something being after another thing like stains on a mattress. This only works if you said on instead of after, and I'm guessing Cage flubbed the line, but this ended up being the best take. Am I warm?
Raymond Kalitri, Memphis Reigns.
Memphis Reigns? Memphis Reigns? Memphis Reigns? Why not Lexington Snow, or Augusta Sunshine, or Nashville Twangorama? I cannot get past how ridiculous the name Memphis Reigns is. How is it that I can stomach Indiana Jones, Cold Trickle, Dirk Diggler, Pussy Galore, Bonanza Jelly Bean, and McLovin, but this feels forced as hell.
After you left, auto theft in the South Bay area went down 47%.
Oh, f*** off. Do some math.
Am I an arsehole? Do I look like an arsehole?
Does everyone in this movie repeat themselves constantly? Is this the only reason this movie approaches 2 hours in length?
You make some money, and you be a big brother.
I can see that this car crusher has an intimidation speed setting. What? You said he needed the cars.
By 8 a.m. 4 days from now.
So the movie just yada yada basically an entire day. 72 hours is 3 days. I can math, though I'm losing faith in the movie's ability to do math.
Look, I got everything under control.
Kitchen's on fire.
Yep, this is this movie's form of a subtle metaphor. Oh, It's that diner. Can we start calling this the Wilhelm Diner? So many movies have used it, from Training Day to Seven to Ghost World, and on and on. It's a famous movie shooting location. I say we give it a name befitting something that movies use over and over and over because it's cheap. The Wilhelm Diner.
Tell Castlebeck he's not going to believe who just walked into the Quality Cafe.
Wait, 2 f***ing beat cops know who Memphis is? And even if they have heard about his exploits, they'd already know that his mom worked here, right?
I thought I'd catch a Lakers game. Heard we got Shaquille.
Seriously, it's impossible for this movie to be more 2000.
6 years ago, you make a real smart move. You know, you retire from a life that's gonna get you busted or killed.
Intimidating exposition. Intimisposition? I see you went and dragged Robert Duvall into this bull.
Fight, Cam.
That's a V12.
I mean, you're listening to a f***ing cassette tape, so there's enough noise here. It could be any engine, but sure, have your fun. The guy who got talked out of retirement to steal some cars is now going to talk another guy out of retirement to steal some cars. And both of them should be thanking their f***ing lucky stars they lived in an era when it was still possible to retire in America. This guy was part of the old crew, but now he is a driving instructor, because that's what car thieves that go straight do. They sit in the passenger seat for a living. Right.
You sound very busy right now. You sound very, very busy.
Wait, are they f***ing so loudly that the dog and Otto can hear them on the other side of the room? Through the phone? I know
Really?
morticians have a grim sense of humor, but why is it that every f***ing movie has to show them eating a sandwich while working with dead bodies? Seriously, that happens all the time.
I'm glad that you're doing well.
Sorry, Cam.
It's our old friend, the character refuses to do a thing, only to turn around in the next scene or two and do the thing cliche.
Rain! Memphis rains!
The director clearly thought that this character name was so epic that each actor was contractually obligated to use it in full anytime they greet or reference him.
Word on the street said Raymond Calitre hired you and your brother for a top order.
If the street knows this, then the street should know Calitre's going to kill that brother and Memphis has no choice. So this is like a threat that says, if you do that job where they'll kill you, if you don't, I'll kill you. And that's strange. Hey, not only is Memphis a skilled car thief, he's apparently able to keep up with 5 grown-ass men in a bar fight. Are we sure this isn't Cameron Poe? Vinnie Jones shows up in the nick of f***ing time to save Memphis' ass here, and it's explained that Otto sent him. But how did Otto know exactly where Memphis would be? Memphis didn't even learn she worked at this bar until an hour ago, at her other job. So this is some first-rate yada.
I didn't do it for the money.
I did it for the cars.
Their music just really spoke to me, you know? And sure, the commercial appeal of My Best Friend's Girl, Good Times Roll, and Just What I Needed can't be overstated, but I felt a deep personal connection to songs like Drive and Tonight She Comes. So much so that I felt like the only way to show my appreciation was mass theft.
I didn't have a brother anymore, and now you want to give me advice?
This character is 100% not worth the effort tons of people are about to go through to save his f***ing life.
James Lakewood served Nickel at Folsom for auto insurance fraud.
I swear to God, everyone in this movie refers to time served in prison as currency. What do they say if the person serves less than a year? A fraction of a goddamn penny? Of all the 50 fancy cars they're charged with stealing, the 2000 Lincoln Navigator has to be the stupidest.
Wow.
Can't be done, and you know it.
Just FYI, they are talking about the f***up idiot brother Kip.
To make the Friday 8 a.m. deadline, you're gonna have to go old school. One night boost.
What the f*** is old school about this plan? Steal 50 cars quickly, preferably in one night, and try not to get caught or killed, right? Did people only do that back in the 70s or something?
The Graziella sails Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. We'll target all the cars within 45 minutes of here.
Jesus Christ, could he be expositing the criminal plan any f***ing louder here?
I know, right?
This is Sway.
No questions. I'm here for Kip.
That's great, but how the f*** did you know they would be meeting here right now?
That is true.
Turned down the job a day and a half ago without getting details.
So you go ahead and you make your move, man. And I will be waiting for you.
Funny, my college girlfriend told me the same.
Who was the driver of the 73 Firebird? Otto.
Jim Rockford, Rockford File.
The crew, and therefore the movie, has time for this.
Illinois, Memphis' unicorn.
What's a unicorn?
Die in a fire.
jeez.
Fingerprints.
It's the one car, no matter how many times you try to boost, something always happens.
Shelby shadowing. Man, there are so many tangential links to The Godfather in this movie. This scene evokes the toll booth scene with Sonny. There are complicated family dynamics. Robert Duvall is playing an advisory role. Nicolas Cage is a Coppola, and his uncle directed The Godfather. Scott Kahn, who's James's son, is even in this. My point is that this movie has nothing to do with The Godfather, but it's reminding me of it so much that I'm going to immediately pause this and watch that iconic movie and forget I ever saw this.
Wow.
So there's been a long-ass shootout on the road, then dudes just plugging away at random households with a fucking shotgun, but nobody's called the cops? No, seriously, this chase between the B-story villains and the Rains boys is still going on, despite it having literally nothing to do with the rest of the movie. I swear, if this thing were 30 minutes shorter, it would be a lot more fun.
Boys ready to play a little pin and tail on the donkey?
What? This is not how, well, anything works. Just stop showing me the clock. The clock is useless. Everyone knows they're going to succeed and do so in time. Maybe just after time expires, but they planned ahead and they have a bugaboo prepared. Point is, the only reason we're watching is to see how they do it. Spending time falsely inflating the question of if they make it is just masturbation.
You saw the part that wasn't on the list.
This looks like heroin.
Great, yet another inane subplot that eats up movie minutes but does nothing for the goddamn story.
Stick around, because a little later we're gonna make some more. And
Sin in the way this asshole says s'mores. They're not s'mores, you dick. They're s'mores.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it's scenes like this that remind me that Dominic Sena is an iconic music video director.
Did you see a box of rubber gloves here, man?
Gloves? Man, you don't need gloves. This is the new age. Check this out.
Yeah, but how is that any better than gloves? Those ensure that you leave no fingerprints, and they're cheap as hell. You can get a box of them for like 99 cents. Also, they're putting fake fingerprints on this guy now when Memphis hand one of their theft targets a day ago. Pick a fingerprint laying movie.
I am a bad man.
You mispronounced actor. Oh, hi, Sway. Seriously, where the hell has she been this entire f***ing movie? Does she even know what the plan is? They listen to Lowrider here, and the olds among them dig it hard, while the youngs are all like, what the f***? And my sin is for the entire scene, it sucks. Whatever place they're breaking into, these four f***ing morons were just standing outside a garage door entrance holding lit flashlights. This movie trades so much logic for generic cinematic shots. You're telling me all the cars they came here to steal were in a single file line already?
Really? Yeah.
Need this car.
Do they? I know a few of these assholes are doing this purely to get Kip off the hook, but what's the motivation for the rest of them? The total payout is $200,000, which is nice, but it'll also have to be split at least 10 ways, plus expenses. So each person's payout will be probably less than 20 grand. Again, that's a decent chunk of change, but is it worth all this risk?
I'm in for the car. Get your big ass out.
Aren't they supposed to be doing this surreptitiously? Like, the owner of the car not only sees Mirror Man, he and his wife have a conversation with him. Does the movie really not know how to thieve?
You need a role model.
He's mad because this guy used a gun and doesn't respect car stealing. And this line is this movie's idea of a joke. And you can go ahead and laugh if you want, but I'm adding 5 cents.
Wow.
Holy shit, this montage of stealing the 50 cars goes f***ing quick. Like, I'd trade in all those other boring parts about family and territory and getting the crew together to get a lot more of this. What the f*** is in this covert surveillance van that is giving off this much f***ing blue light? No wonder they got made. Turn off the lava lamp next time, fools. The dog ate the keys they need.
Go see if you can get some alcohol and get some X-Lax.
This is a plot point in this movie about stealing a bunch of cars. You see what I mean about this thing being at least 30 minutes too long?
Next time, I'll pull out the leather and high heels and pink underwear for you.
Man, I thought I'd seen the worst on-screen chemistry with Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman in the Star Wars prequels, but this is a whole new level. If they have so many cars to steal, why do these two keep doing missions together instead of splitting up?
Yeah, that would make sense.
No, you asked me to be a different person.
Skip in 60 seconds. Hang on, Memphis said
We have 6 hours left.
forever ago. Since then, the group has boosted several more cars, got horned up in the driver's seat, made the dog get out the keys, and Discount Hobbs and Shaw have had time to pull and review the file on Calitri. This movie's long enough without having to add fake time to it.
She's a brick.
This works.
This is the worst damn day of my life.
Man, these cops are dumb. They know the crew is stealing a ton of cars tonight, and they keep trying to catch them at a single car's theft point. Instead, if they had brains, they'd be staking out the piers or the rail yards for the last 2 days. The only places people could quickly disperse of 50 stolen cars, and would have already spotted suspicious behavior.
You like that? You feeling it? I know you're feeling it.
Snakes on a pane. Are you supposed to f up the cars that you're stealing? Won't the
Well, no,
dents and
right?
scratches just give the bad guy an easy reason not to pay you and maybe kill you? He drives out of here like the car he's stealing won't be scrutinized. Running from the cops, the junior loser thieves also massively damaged this vehicle. If this was Grand Theft Auto, they'd be f***ed. Stolen cars need to be delivered free of damage.
Let's finish this.
For the love of f***, please.
67 Shelby.
If Memphis is this scared of Eleanor, and everyone knows it, why haven't the cops been sitting on every motherfucking one of these Shelbys in the city since the very beginning of the heist? The cops are so fucking lucky to be driving a BMW right now. A car built for the fucking Autobahn. Do you have to chase down a Shelby Mustang? Well, German engineering to the rescue. The continuity and frequency of cuts in this car chase is so fucked up it might as well be a Taken movie.
Requesting air unit, same location.
Damn, that was fast. If this chopper was at the ready, what took it so long to get here in the first place?
Man, this guy can drive.
Not really. He just had nitrous and you guys didn't. But also, how convenient for Memphis that the only Shelby nearby for him to steal has built-in NOS.
Suspect vehicle headed south on Henry Ford Boulevard.
Jesus, this car chase has been going on so long that I think it exceeds the length of The Matrix Reloaded, The French Connection, Mitchell, and Bullet combined. Narrative ambivalence. I guess it's time to drive angry.
One range is as good as another. It never rains, but it pours.
The fuck? The first part is fine. You don't care if you kill the older or younger Rains brother, fine. But the second part is bonkers. It never rains, but it pours? That is nonsensical to the max. And I'm not even blaming your token European villain ass. I'm blaming the screenwriter.
Sorry, mate. We're all done here.
No, we're not done. This is number 50.
He's like maybe 10 minutes late. So what's the fucking problem? If they're seriously gonna scrap the entire deal for a technicality like this, these are the most punctual and anal thugs ever.
Kill him. Shred the car.
I'm confused on the villain's motivation here. He was originally pissed with Kip because he couldn't get all 50 cars, which would be embarrassing to Calitri in front of the South American buyers. Now he gets all 50 of them, even though one needs to be a little fixed up. But he's gonna crush the last car and kill the guy who's the best at boosting them? What does this accomplish?
Yeah.
Isn't he still gonna be in trouble with the buyers? God damn
Pretty
it,
much.
if you spent this much time on setup, pay it off logically.
Where would you like it, sir? In the head or in the chest?
Both, please. Looks like someone brought woodcraft to a gunfight. Warehouse, guns, cops, shadows running, catwalks, valves, fire, hoses, steam, stalking. Where have I seen this before? Every goddamn action movie finale ever. Even MacGruber ended that way, man.
You kill me, now you think about this. I'm a police officer. Your life will be over.
No, you've got that the wrong way round. If I kill you, your life's over.
Can't argue with logic like that. Holy And I thought the villain's death from RoboCop was fake as shit. Replace the Pepsi here with Corona Light, and this is a goddamn Fast and Furious movie. Man, I'm so glad they gave Angelina Jolie's character so much agency in this movie. Really warms the heart to see such an empowered role in the midst of a bunch of horny dudes.
If his unpleasant wounding has in some way enlightened the rest of you.
Oh, kiss my ass. Just go ahead and name this character Silent Bob, you cowards.
It's a heap, but give me a couple of weeks and it'll look like a streamlined butterfly.
What? Butterflies by nature are not streamlined. A torpedo is streamlined. My is streamlined. A butterfly is wonky as hell. And basically the definition of turbulence in action. This is one of the worst analogies ever.
Stay home and eat all the freaking chips, Kip.
I didn't do it for the money. I did it for the cars.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
That's funny. My name's Roger.
Shrubberies are my trade. I'm a shrubber. My name is Roger the Shrubber.
Oh yeah, my name is Bob Kelso and I like whores. Give me the gas.
The police impound. You want us to go there and start stealing cars? Yeah, I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Okay, so that was the end of the video. That was pretty well done. Again, we saw a lot of things that we never really thought about when the movie originally came out. You know, we're just kind of going along, following the storyline because we thought it was pretty well put together. Again, you know, I think that, you know, a lot of holes that they did find in the story were not really ones to be focusing on at first, but again, they did mention a lot of them, and they were right about a lot of the things that did happen in the movie. I'm definitely gonna give this a thumbs up. I think it was really well done. I think that, you know, they bring up a lot of things that we did miss, that we didn't really, you know, take serious or didn't really think about later on down the line. So again, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up because I think it was very well done. You know, they did go deep into the storyline and did invest some time in trying to figure out, you know, the whole of the screenplay. So again, you know, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. And that was just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, whether you thought it sucked, whether you thought it could be better. Definitely put it down in the comment section, as well as any other videos you'd like me to react to. I do have a new subscriber, so I want to give a shout out to Desiree Ali. And then again, Desiree Ali, thank you for becoming a subscriber. I really appreciate that. And if you want to become a subscriber, definitely become a subscriber. I appreciate any new subscribers I get. Definitely like some videos as well. And just note that if you do become a new subscriber, you'll definitely get a shout out on my next video. So if you do become a new subscriber, you'll definitely get a shout out on my next video. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to let you guys go, of course. But if you haven't done it already, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification bell when I come out with new videos. You guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.